Greetings, family and friends. Happy Sunday. As you can see, I'm hot and very, very, very sweaty. And today is Sunday, 28th of March. It's 9:30 in the morning. I've just come back having been playing tennis at a club in Freetown, and I'm very hot and sweaty, super hot. Super hot. So, thing is, I've had a bit of a busy weekend. Yesterday, I attended a function that was about mental health wellness of women, and it was a fantastic function, and lots of people were able to give a snippet of some of the issues that are affecting their lives and how things are going. And it encouraged everybody that was there, built us up and so on. And how we then translate that into the rest of the population, or each of us, our communities that we know, is another matter altogether. So that's where things are at. So yeah, and this morning I rolled out to bed at 5 a.m., was at the tennis court at 7:30, have played tennis, and I think I'm all the better for it. I think exercise is probably my therapy. It works really well for me. And the more I do it, the better I feel about myself and everything else that's going on around me. And in life, like I was saying at the conference, some horrific things have happened that sometimes you blame yourself, really. You think, if I'd handled this issue this way or that way, then perhaps I wouldn't have got this outcome or that outcome. But I don't know. I don't know that we are to blame for anything in what happens to us. It's just the course of life, and some of these events, like somebody said yesterday at the conference, some of these things, parts that have been marked even before we were born. And sometimes we come along and we make the same mistakes, don't we? And we project that trajectory, if you like. And I think in many ways what we have to try and do is break the cycle of whatever it is that's not right. We feel that it's detrimental to us and detrimental to those who are close to us. Um, and once upon a time, I read a book by a lady called Catherine Kuhlman, I think she was. And she said, love covers a multitude of sins. So even though horrible and wrong things may have happened to you in your life and my life, and I may have inflicted not so good things on others in the course of life and in the way that we have been raised, or part of our cultural experiences, or the way that we perceive things, you can still make up for some of those things. There is light at the end of the tunnel, there's light at the middle of the tunnel, and there is light at the beginning of the tunnel, because you can change things around, you can make things a bit better, you can bring some positivity into life, you can just move in the right direction, you can love people, you can make relationships better, you can restore broken relationships. Just have a little bit of faith, a little bit of action, prayer. If you're into prayer, put some thought into it, seek guidance and counsel of perhaps wise people that you trust and respect. Don't imagine that their lives are together, but they might have some experience in what it is that you're going through or have gone through, and then they might be able to sort of point you in the right direction by telling you a bit about their experiences and how they overcame certain things that had happened to them. But we all have to be a bit more open about these things, because sometimes if you're not open enough, and you sit on your experiences and you don't tell other people, then nobody's likely to learn from it, are they? They're not likely to, because you're not sane. So I think, yeah, the conference was brilliant. It was fantastic. I had a really good time. You know, I met people. I bumped into my mum's old friend. She actually used to be my mum's tenant, and then they became friends and stayed friends with her until my mum died. So she knew a little bit about some of the stuff that I was talking about, which was nice. It was like an affirmation of that somebody was there that already knew a bit about what it is that I was talking about, that particular trauma. So yeah, very positive. I'd recommend it any time where people can come together and be able to hold each other up and talk about the issues that are most dear to them and how they want to project life and make their own paths, not in a competitive way, but in a supportive, open, honest, warm, loving, and connectedness way. That we all have something that we're not quite sure about or we've experienced, and we want to be open about these experiences, and we want to be able to show these experiences to the world around us, and so that others can learn from it. So I don't want to waffle on too much. I'm about to have breakfast, and the lady, very, very kindly, is preparing me breakfast because of the conference yesterday. I had to stay on at the hotel because my own home is a bit far. So I'm staying on, and then I'm making my way back to my house today. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. So I'm delaying a little bit because I can see the lady's just coming up with a breakfast. She's put quite a lot on that tray actually, and I'm sort of thinking, bloody hell, how am I going to eat all that stuff? I don't know. But anyway, here she comes. Here comes the lady, lovely lady. Thank you very much. Yep, you just put it on there. Ooh, I say, that's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, but yeah, oh my god, fit for a king. Have you got a little bit of jam?
Can you leave it this way?
Jam? Got any jam?
Yes, well.
Yeah, a little bit jam. Whoa, that's a lot of breakfast there, look folks. Oh, can you see that? That is the breakfast. I'm at the Hub Hotel in Freetown, and that's the morning breakfast. That's the morning breakfast. Ooh, it's a lot. That's a lot of breakfast. I know I've just played at tennis for an hour and a half, but golly gum drops, how am I going to be able to eat that long? Going to have to take some stuff home with me, aren't I? Simple as that. Let's try and sort this one out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a coffee. Best start off with a coffee. Anyway, thanks for joining me, folks. I'm going to eat a little bit, possibly the coffee and the fruit, and I'm probably going to wrap up the rest of it and use it throughout the day for the rest of my meals. Thank you for listening. Do please like, comment, subscribe and share. Please subscribe. I'm looking to build my audience. Thanks very much. God bless.